So we have that made. We have our assembly machines made. What do we want to focus on now? I think we would like to get the miners done, which unfortunately need the circuits that I was trying to avoid. So let's do that real quick. So circuits require copper cables, so I'm just gonna make all of our copper into that, and then put down another one. We should plan on our preliminary setup here. We'll need to make some inserters as well, so we can stop doing this and we can make it somewhat automated. I'm going to pluck this guy out, bring it over to the iron. This is taking a little too long to get all this iron that we need. So this is a lot slower start than normal. In case you were new to Factorio and were wondering, is the reason we're going so slow because again we need to make sure we make everything in these buildings. These buildings are our lifeblood now because we can no longer make things in our inventory, which would speed things up quite a bit. But we've sealed that avenue of quality of life off from us for some reason in the name of being a lazy bastard. For you know, doesn't make sense. There's our circuits. Make a couple inserters. Now let's make some electricity rods there, and then so if we want this to continue, we could bring our coal over, but right now it's going down very slowly. So the 50 that we put in there, only 14 has been used so far. So it's going to be used up a lot faster the more buildings and everything that we use. So we'll definitely need to put it eventually, but I'm not going to make that my first priority at the moment. I'm more interested in getting more iron out, more copper out, so we can get all these other things going at the same time, rather than waiting on them. Okay, that's good. I might as well keep that going. So, we're gonna need 10 more iron plates. I'm gonna want at least, let's say, five mining drills made for iron. We'll want 2 for coal, for our electricity for the time being. And then we should be good. We should also add another steam engine. So we can make more power. Not strictly necessary right now, but I'm gonna forget about it if we don't do it now. Alright, so let's make 1 steam engine. Let's make a couple pipes. Actually don't know how many I need. 5. We'll make 10. Okay. So those are accounted for now, and Let's make our mining machines. Of course. There'll be a lot of this going on while we try to figure out what we need. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not much else we can do right now other than just wait on these guys. I mean, I could go mine, get more trees and stuff, but then by the time I'd get over there, this would be done, so it's gonna be lazy and stand here. It's in the spirit of the challenge. Alright, we have 4 electric mining drills now. Run out of iron. But the 4 is going to be good for us. I'm not going to place them down just yet, because we still need to make some belts. But what I should do is I should bring some electricity down here, so I can feed directly from the furnaces into the buildings, and not have to worry about this as much. Less moving, and it'll be slightly more automated. We have this. We have this. We're gonna make a couple chests. I don't want to waste iron on iron just yet, so we'll just make the wooden ones. Okay. And from here, we're going to want some inserters. Inserters insert things from one building to another. I'm going to want these to make gear wheels, because we're going to need a lot of them. Set up our bar. Yep, that's about it. I almost never use this bar, so I only ever use it for poles, really. We'll need to get into a better habit of that, of using them. Alright, so we got gear wheels made. These insert iron into there. I have electricity over here. I can actually just do this and double our mining. These guys use electricity, so I don't need to feed them with coal. So now we're having a lot better supply of iron here. We have these basically automated, so don't have to worry about that for a little bit. Let's see what else we can do over here. Okay, so we're gonna need more circuits, so I guess we should set that up. We'll set everything up here, down here. This is gonna be our main area for now. We'll have to rearrange all this stuff in the future, but I'd rather have it all set up now and then fix it later than have to just run around all over the place over and over again for various things. All right. So we're going to want to increase our copper soon, although we still have a good amount. We're going to need to make red science, which requires copper plates and iron gear wheels. We can actually start that right now. So let's do that. Okay, let's put it directly into a lab. Why not? Okay, so we got that going. What do we want to get? Electronics. I feel like it's nighttime all the time. What's the deal? Whenever I start moving, I feel like it's nighttime. Right. So this is our electricity. We're only using up about a fourth of our total electricity that we could, or of our max that we could be using. So all in all, we're looking pretty decent. I'll put this here for now while we wait to start mining some more coal. Right now we're waiting on mostly getting more circuits because the circuits will allow us to allow us to get more mining drills and other things that we need. Okay. I guess our next setup here is going to be doing this, getting some copper cables. A little scattered. I'd rather have all these things making in one place, but since we don't really have belts right now, I'm going to leave it as is. We're gonna have to have more things mining copper very soon, but for now I'm just gonna leave that as it is currently. So let's start working on our belts. Belts require these two, and we've been making that, so that's good. That's all I can say. We'll wait for that to go. The belts will be used to transport all of our ore to various places. Namely, right now it's going to be coal to over here, and these guys to furnaces, a centralized furnace smelting area. So let's make a couple more miners. We can get those on copper. The 60 belts we have is not a lot, so I'm not going to really use belts right now, even though we do have some now. Really just waiting on this. Two. Okay. As I said before, we should have made this a while ago. Iron gear wheels seem to be one of the most common intermediate products that you need for various things. So eventually I plan to just have an area that makes a ton of these guys and spreads them out over our factory, and or just put them into chests where I can deliver them when needed. Do more out of that with the current amount of circuits that we have. And there we go. So these are all of our mine drills that we can use for now. I will start some stone. The rest is going to go to copper and iron. I'll devote 2 coal, power. We'll put a proper lineup for these soon, but at the moment things are going a little bit slowly, so might as well just do it like this for now. Grab them again in a little bit. We ran out of furnaces, so let's go grab that. Hey Forever Alone, how's it going? B-Star, if you have any questions about the game, feel free to ask. I don't know if I'm explaining everything properly for a newcomer. If you're watching. Let's see. I went down there to make a furnace and I completely forgot about it. Let's go do that. And we have one of our research is done, so we're gonna have to go to the next one. Okay. Well, thanks for coming by. All right, so these are the things that we can make currently. We can make lights, which I almost never make. We can make turrets, which we'll need eventually for defending. Stone walls, we'll need that. Military, we'll need that. Logistics, we'll need that. Fast inserters make inserters go faster. Steel processing for steel, and green sands for higher level things. Currently, I think what I'm going to focus on is military. I'm going to focus on military because it's relatively cheap, and I want to get a submachine gun out pretty early just in case, because I'm not going to be paying close attention to biters yet until I can properly get all that stuff automated, which, as you can see, has been a little bit of a struggle. You can see on the right side here it says 275 left, 99. This guy's out. Which is a bummer because that means we're actually gonna have to move everything. We could potentially use the belts to have overcome our problem here. But why would I do that instead of just picking up literally everything in this line and putting it back down again? That sounds way too smart. Go. Set up again. Okay. And did we ever get our furnaces? We did. So looking at our power, we're using about half of what our potential is right now. And I'm fine with that currently. We'll need to augment that eventually, but not right now. So this is our base currently. We got miners on all these guys and some electricity. This red here, it means a biter base, and this is the pollution we're currently making. These guys are attracted to pollution, so you can see they're on the very edge of this. So that means it's likely they're going to attack soon-ish. Not necessarily right now or within the next couple of minutes, because it's not really there yet, but it's getting pretty close. So we'll have to make sure we're on the lookout. This is our current equipment setup. We only have 10 ammo, which is not very many, and a pistol, which is not very strong. Stop pollution, please. Who would do that? Pollution's beautiful. Look at all this wonderful smoke. Think of all the cool rings and things that you can make out of them. That's why people do hookah, right? Vaping. I'm with the in crowd. I know those things. That's all about the smoke. But yeah, a lot of people really enjoy getting everything very efficient. I'm not one of those people. So I do like doing things efficiently, but I'm not going to look everything up to make sure I am doing it the most efficient way possible. I'm going to just try to do my best. That's my philosophy as far as that goes. So let's see here. Take these two guys. There we go. So now we have a decent setup for circuits. Decent. Used very lightly here. But it's making stuff. We got belts. We have science. We're kind of making more things to mine. And as this ramps up, we'll be able to do more and more. And I mean, that's the whole beauty of this. Right now, I want to try and get to use these belts that we have in our inventory and figure out what we want to do with them. We should make our plan for 6. Let's do these. So this is our map. There's more to the map than you can see. It's just that we haven't explored there yet. Technically, the map goes infinitely, depending on how you set it up. But it should. Let's see. So the way I like to set it up is I like to have a smelting area where we take all this ore, put it into one central area where all of our furnaces will go. All those furnaces will spit out the plates, and those plates will go to a production area where we will make all of our things. Right now we have it like this, pretty much literally everything together, because we don't have the supplies yet to make it look nice. My plan currently is going to make our smelting area here-ish. For the time being, there should be enough room for it, and then we'll spit it out and bring it to the left. It does look like a face. Oh, B-Star, if you're here long enough, you'll see Skynet, and it is terrifying / awesome. Nope. V-Star said it earlier, but I do agree. I feel like this is a smile and just a weird beard. This is the nose. We got dimples. Here and here. Dimples. So based on what I just said, we're going to be mining this stuff here, and we'll have a belt going down and then to the left here, and then we'll spit this out up into the left is my current plan. So let's get ready for all the things that we're going to need for that. We're going to need a lot of furnaces. We have 19. That's a nice amount, but definitely not enough, really. So let's... Oh, we're out of power. Why are we out of power? I should have an inserter there. I don't think we use the coal that quickly. We did. Neat. I should be also picking up this coal. Every time I pass it, I keep on forgetting. Okay, so we're gonna need furnaces. Oh, I think I want to make more assembly machines now that we're a little bit more capable of doing so. So let's... That's... Ideally, we'd have maybe 20, 25 in our inventory at all times. Evil pollution ways, please. V-Star, we're the good people. I don't think you understand that yet. We're always the good people. Because if we weren't, who would be? Certainly not the biters or the natives. Those guys are just trouble. This ran out of iron. That's why that hasn't been going. Okay, I use up a lot of our resources here, but I think that was super worth it to get that ready for us. All right, so these down. So once again, copper isn't really used too much early game. It's basically just for the circuits. So that's why we pretty much jumped all of our copper into here and our science here, which is, oh yeah. To make a couple of these, we can feed science from one to the next, and that will allow us to saturate this a little bit better. Good for now. Billy will not be unsilenced. Don't know about that. Alright, so got all that going. Copper's going pretty well here. What? I feel like that one's always running out. Am I not putting enough in here for some reason? I feel like I'm always having to get that exact one. Okay, so now we have our miners. We'll probably want to get rid of these for now. Or we could wait a little bit. No reason to move it. I'm just gonna make more drills, I guess. Let's prep for our upcoming furnace area. So that means more furnaces, which I thought we made. I don't know where they are now. And I thought we made more than 19. And more drills. I'm honestly surprised it worked as long as it did, because this is completely wrong now that I look at this. I was trying to put regular iron plates in here when I indeed needed to put gear wheels into it. So I'm glad we got some science done while we were doing that at least. All right. Try that again. Are robots be created? Spoilers? Yes, they can. And they are glorious. And will be our MVP of this round. But it's a little way down the line. We're gonna have to do a lot more before we get there. Just for your knowledge, a normal run will take probably around 15 hours for me. Can be a lot shorter, but that's just a conservative estimate now. So we have a lot to do, is what I'm saying. This is still a little bit slower than I'd like. Still kind of waiting on a lot of things here. But maybe that's why this was always running out, because I never actually picked these up. I don't know. Those fancy speedrunners can get it within 2 hours, but I'm not at that level yet. I can get it within like 9 hours. We're working on it. Let's check on our stone. I'll pick up some of the stone that we have in here. We should have quite a bit, which we do. I do want to make a lot of stone vertices, but I don't think I need to make all the stone vertices I can. Right here. Been pretty heavy into No Man's Sky lately. Would you recommend it? How's it been? Pretty fun? Enjoying the heck out of it? That's good to hear. After that fiasco of a launch, I'm glad people, they've found their way. I don't know too much about it, but good to hear that in the end it was something to be enjoyed. B-Star, don't say the silent part out loud, okay? We don't want these people to be like, how does he do it? And all that stuff, and then I have to show them. Just trying to take my sweet old time here, okay? Cover new species and planets and minerals. You like space. Gonna say, people, astronomy is it's a real thing. But that's cool. I heard at the beginning it's pretty, when at launch it was pretty samey though. Are getting new, or finding new planets and species and on that pretty engaging all the time? Or, I mean, like, is it pretty different for each thing? Or is it just, oh, there's a new thing and gonna check it out? Okay, that sounds pretty cool. Darn Fluffles, trying to deny my viewers their existence. Oh yeah, I do remember hearing or seeing the end videos for the credits, and I remember people were pretty upset about that. Alright, so I think we have enough stuff. I guess it's time to stop dawdling around. Let's figure out what we need to do here. First off, let's get iron mined, and then we'll put those into a central furnace area over here. So let's do that. We'll leave all of this alone for now since it's still working. No reason to get rid of it right now. But this is gonna drastically increase our production here, and I welcome it. I mean, what you've been describing, Judges, sounds very similar to like Subnautica, you know? Is it? Would you say it's anything like that? Like that? Because I enjoyed my time with Subnautica. I thought that was a pretty good game. The discovery in Subnautica is it feels pretty organic, and that's why I really liked about it. Okay, so we have the trees here. I don't really want to get rid of them, but I also need the space. So for now, we're just going to start on the very edge of it. Let's get our blueprint made and see how we do. Never played it? Well, I would definitely recommend it. It's pretty cool. A lot of neat mysteries in Subnautica. Let's see. So putting up our line of furnaces. This is going to be where they output. There's a lot more furnaces than I normally do, but I figure... How many is it? 12. But I figured if we're going to do a blueprint, might as well make a lot more than we normally do, because we can always get rid of it. But if I decide I need to make more on each set, then, you know, then I'll have to manually add them, and that'd be annoying. Okay, so we need some splitters. That means we'll need to make it in our assembly machines instead of crafting it manually. Apparently we're lazy, so we have to walk all the way over here and do it. Just enough for a full yellow belt. Got him. See, I'm a pro at this game, by the way. Oh, that's not good. Okay, that's moderately okay, actually. But not a fan. I will be doing that eventually. It looks like these guys are all mined out, which is why this hasn't been going. But it's about time we pack things up, I guess. I'll put these in here, though. Because well, we're always going to need more belts. Go. So what splitters do is they take a belt and they split the belt. Half of it will go to the left, half of it will go to the right. You can change it based on some settings. So they're pretty useful. And we'll be using it here. A couple more belts. Okay. So, as you can see, we had our first attack. It's very mild at the moment, but this base over here sent some of their trained murderers, which is why we killed them. It's not because, you know, we're killing the natives and trying to save their planet or anything, but they're trained murderers, of course, and that will increase as time goes on, as they learn that I am actually a very dangerous foe. Worthy of assassination of several. Okay. So we're gonna need more inserters. We definitely don't have enough. We're gonna need more mining drills and several other things. We'll start with the inserters. Hey team, thanks for watching this episode. If you're looking for more content, I have some playlists on your screen right now. And if you've enjoyed my videos at all, I'd really appreciate it if you could throw me a like, comment, or a subscription. They really, really help me out a lot. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.